I'm here to talk about a feeling that that all teenagers have, and anyone really can have, and that's stress. Stress in most cases is a response to being pressured. Stress actually triggers a surge of hormones called adrenaline that temporarily affects the nervous system. We all know the symptoms of stress: the palm sweats, the headaches, and perhaps even being short-fused. We all have stress, but teenagers are said to have more stress than most adults, according to the American Psychology Association. Most teenagers score on average 1.1 more on a scale of 10 than adults when talking about their stress level. Of the 1,018 teenagers interviewed for the study, 30 felt depressed, and 31% of the group said they were overwhelmed. I also have some personal experience with this. Between sports, friends, grades, and home responsibilities, there's plenty to be stressed about. My parents in particular always tell me that they did not have electronics growing up, and have the electronics that we have when they're growing up. Even though like our generation does now. I don't think that, based on my personal experience, I don't think that they know the full extent of what our stress is. So I'll just take you through a typical school day of a teenager. First, we wake up at 5:45 or earlier to catch the bus to school. Some do not even eat breakfast before they have to catch the bus at 6. Then, after you get to school, you're expected to learn material that 70% of the time you will never use in life. Like some using, some math skills or stuff like that. So after school, you now practice. You will take 3 hours away from your homework time, including 2 projects and an essay. After you get home, you go upstairs and do your homework. You're trying to make sure that you are also socializing with friends, or over text or Snapchat. You finally get your homework done at 11:30 and start to go to bed. That is when your phone starts to ring, and you're talking with your friends for another hour. You finally get to bed at about 1 o'clock. Only a little less than 5 hours before you have to do it again the next day. Not only do we do this, but with our friends at school, we are subject to breakups with boyfriends and girlfriends and trying to be popular. So what I'm trying to say about this little story is that teens are subject to so much stress throughout the day. From schoolwork to friends and family, like I said before. I'm not saying that teens are bad at time management. Heck, you have to be a master of time management if you want to be a teen at all. So here's what I'm trying to say. I want to say that some people do not understand the workload that we have and the pressure that we have to deal with. Make sure you get an A, make the team, be the one amazing player on the team, be the person next to you, make sure you do your chores. Oh, don't forget that one job you signed up for to get extra money. Get into that one college. Be in this club or that club to get into that one college, etc. According to Melissa Milando of Southern Health Group, stress can cause problems like the development of mood disorders such as anxiety disorders and depression. According to a study done by the University of California, Berkeley, people who experience chronic stress have more white matter in some areas of the brain. White matter is mostly is mostly composed of axons, which form a network of fibers to connect the neurons. The coating of the white matter insulates the nerves, accelerating the transmissions of the signals between the cells. The white matter in the brain is composed mainly of two types of cells. Neurons, which process and store information, and glia cells that support the neurons. Chronic stress can cause more white matter and fewer neurons. This disrupts the brain balance, causing communication in the brain cells to lose its normal timing, which could lead to problems. And if you look on your screen here, this is what a normal brain would look like. This is a moderate. This is chronic stress. Not only is stress bad for your mental health, but trying to balance the many things going on, it can also have physical disadvantages. According to a survey done on stress by USA Today, 46% of teens play video games or surf the internet to manage stress. That is a sample size of 1,000 teens. This stress can lead to teens of the U.S. becoming overweight and out of shape, making the U.S. again the most overweight country. We don't want that to be the marked image that countries have of us. According to Elizabeth Scott, MS, people become overweight because of stress and because of the hormone called cortisol. The hormone causes us to switch energy from our metabolism to bursts of energy. The hormone causes metabolism to slow down, making us not able to burn fat as fast as letting us gain weight. Not only can stress cause us to gain weight, but it can change our blood sugar. This change can cause problems like heart disease or diabetes. Because we are stressed and have a lot on our mind, it can lead to us to exercise less. That is, if we are stressed with schoolwork and not sports. If you're stressed with sports, you're probably working out relatively a lot. High school and college students are especially stressful times in our life. Those 8 or so years can determine what you be for the rest of your life. Thank you for listening to my unsung problem of stress in teenagers today and above, and some of the disadvantages it has.